Hi friends, it's Allison. Welcome back. Welcome back to you. Welcome back to me. Welcome back to my messy desk. I have been gone for, I was physically gone for 2 weeks, and it's been a few days at work and I haven't been at my desk. So you know the deal. I just thought I'd bring you along as I clear off my desk and catch up in my journaling. I think more behind than I've ever been. This was an epic fail. Epic fail. So let's start digging, shall we? Let's let's put away July. July, I loved you so much. Okay. I already flipped it for you. Not too sure it's posted. You guys, I don't even know. Okay. I brought stuff down already. This is like some little bill envelopes I'm going to use. I think I'm going to put it right here in the front of my journal. Look at this cute ad we got. I'm going to cut some of these out. This is the healthy eating I've been doing this week. I got a burrito because my fridge was EMPTY when we got back. And okay, so this all goes, I know a spot. Oh, here's my notes. You guys, oh my gosh, my schedule yesterday of all the rooms. I did not have a piece of paper. I literally had to write it on a paper towel. Okay. I've been gone. I went to see and help both my kids move in. So it was fabulous. I finally got there. It was amazing. Yes to all of it. So let's see if we can make a dent. I'm going to show you 2 things I hauled, and then we'll go through the rest of like the stuff I brought back. Oh, I don't even know. Okay, I only hauled 2 things. Now, I did post a picture. Well, let's see if we can make a little bit bigger dent. Here are some magazines that need to be cut up. We'll add those to the pile. We might be doing that today. Here is, a to-do. And here's my planner. Now, I did take it out of, see, $4.99, not $3.99. $4.99 at Marshall's. We'll see. I'm going to use it to the end of the year. I'm just feistily determined at this point. And I'll put that in there as a to-do today. I need to make my appointment to donate blood. Okay. I printed some pictures from my trip. Why some? Well, because I'm out of ink in my selfie. So I just ordered some from Amazon. It'll be here tomorrow. We'll print the rest. Okay. Here's my 2 things that I brought back that I bought on my trip. So I went for 2 weeks. I pack a carry-on and a personal backpack. Like that's all I carry. So there is not a lot of room for extra stuff. I did pack like a couple things to take to my son and a couple things to take to my daughter. So I had a little bit of room to bring stuff back. And we bought like 4 shirts, a sweatshirt, and a hat while we were there for the school. So those also had to come back. Now, neither one of these things I need, but I chose to bring them home. I really liked it. I posted on my Instagram that I went to Aldi's down south because I've heard some of y'all talk about it, and I wanted to go. I thought it was interesting. I do think it's like affordable, and it was just interesting. Like if you haven't been to an Aldi's, you should go. I don't know. Like there's no bags. It's a little bit like a very tiny Costco, if you will. Like everything's just out on the shelves and they don't bag anything for you. I felt like it was very affordable. I don't know, like I would shop there definitely for some things. They also had some interesting items that weren't food. So of course I found myself in the other aisle of stuff that's not food. And they did have some planners. They had some stickers. They had some stuff. I did post some. I didn't get any of it. I did get this planner though, and I'm going to leave this on here until I use it. That's a gentle reminder for me that, you need to use your stuff. Do I need another planner? No, I don't. It's not a calendar planner. It has some fun stickers in it. I don't think I'm going to be using these in here. But let's flip it. It seems to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This is a year. And they're all the same. They had 2 different versions of this. One had like flowers on it, which obviously is not me. it's a wellness journal. And I just thought it was interesting. I often take pictures of things like this because I like to incorporate it into my work. I like to incorporate it into my own personal journaling, like more of my process journaling. But I've honestly been out of the habit a little bit. And so I just thought, even if I cut it up and use it as prompts, I just thought it was neat. But essentially every one of these, this is 6 months. I think it's 4 weeks. I don't know. They're all the same. So things that bring me joy, a goal planner, goals to achieve, things to read, to watch, places to visit. And then it had a weekly calendar, which I thought was interesting. Now, in essence, I could use this as my planner, but I am not that kind of girl. Like, I need things booked out. So I need to know where September is because I already have an appointment. I need to know where my mom's birthday is. This is not the kind of planner that I plan in. This is the kind of planner where I write either in my morning journaling or in my evening journaling, depending on what I'm doing, right? But so you would look at the end of the week, self-care moments, intentions, and to-dos, and then it has a schedule and a menu, which I thought was interesting. And then I really liked this. It was a fun little tracker. So color in how you did self-care activities. So like for every day this week, you could color in and make a happy face or a sad or whatever. I don't know. Getting outside, social, relaxation, exercise. And here I thought this was very interesting. It's an actual sleep tracker. Now, I wear a Garmin. That's why I bought my watch, so I can track my sleep and all my biometrics, honestly, for that. But I love a good graph and I love coloring in boxes. So, and trust me when I say it's a motivator. Like, I like to, even if we're doing something that I don't want to do, I'm like, I'm going to be so excited to check this off in my planner or document it in my planner because I get credit for doing something I didn't enjoy, if that makes sense. So I thought the sleep tracker was very interesting, especially for me because I'm working very, very hard to make that a regular schedule, a set schedule, and a priority in my day. And then a water tracker, which is not a thing for me. Honestly, I drink a gallon a day. It doesn't really matter, but it would be fun to do that. And then it says thoughts and feelings, I'm grateful, and things that went well. And I think those are really important. And then it starts over. And so it's just a gentle, like, quick little thing every week. And then it goes to different colors. So this whole thing, but it's the same, right? It's it just repeats. And so I just thought it was fun. Yeah. So I just thought it was fun. How much was it, you're asking? I can hear you. I don't know. It wasn't expensive. I want to say like $5. I wouldn't have spent more than $5 on it. They had pen sets. They had Post-it sets that I did post for you. Yeah, so do me a favor. Ask me how that's going in a little bit. I'll see if I'm using it. Okay, you guys, I had to buy the Stampin' Up set. It was $5 at the thrift store. I'm going to be very honest with you. I don't know if I already have it. There is a strong possibility I do. I have at least 100 sets of Stampin' Up sets, but I love this font. And so I bought it. $5. I don't know. Super excited to use it. So that's that. I did buy one other thing, but I'm not going to show it to you yet. I'll show it to you in another video when the time comes, very, very shortly. Okay? Because I want it to be a surprise. All right. Here's what else. Let's see. Let's go through the stuff. I brought back this fun packaging. This is a set of 4 scissors. You know, when the kids move into their own apartments and houses and stuff, gosh knows I've bought scissors before. Let me tell you that. I don't know where they are. They didn't make it to the next house, right? So I just bought my daughter this set of 4. They put some in the kitchen, some in her room, some in the laundry room, whatever. But it had this really fun plastic on the front, so we're going to hold on to that. I'm going to put it over here in my magic packaging area. My son gave me his Master of Business like folder. He doesn't want it. And I was like, oh God, I can't throw it out. I can't throw it out. So I might cut it up. I might, you know, we'll find a way somehow to use part of it. I'm not going to use it as intact. Yeah. So he graduated in May, and he's back. He's starting his master's. And so I took this. So that's fun. And then he was throwing this out, and this is his senior project for his School of Business. And it's like a huge poster, probably I don't even know, it's probably 4 feet by 3 or something. I don't even know. I don't want to show you it, but I'm going to cut it up and use it as pages or something. I'm going to find a way to show it. I don't want to show you it because it involves a topic kind of that I don't want to post on here. It's a business related topic, but I just don't want to post it. So as I cut it out, I'll cut around some of that stuff or whatever. But anyway, it's super cool. It's ginormous. It's absolutely ginormous. And it's printed. This was a big presentation he had to give, right? So, and it's printed on almost like photo paper. It's not photo paper, but it's pretty close. So it's super, super glossy on one side. So I just thought there was fun stuff to do with it. And he's like, you're going to take that home? And I was like, first of all, the amount of hours and work that went into this. And second of all, yeah, I'm going to take it home. I'm going to find a way to use at least part of it, right? So that will always be, I don't know, just used. I don't know. I love it. I love it so much. So, all right, here's my journal. Here's my pack that we packed to go. You can see how thin it is because I've used everything. No, I have not. I have not used one thing. Not one. I got really stuck. So I will be honest, I tried to journal 2 days. I think I posted both. I might have only posted one. That was very difficult for me. It was very difficult for me because I was not alone, essentially, for 2 weeks. I was in someone else's space. They might have been in the other room. It's a very weird dynamic. And if my kid was away or just whatever, there was stuff for me to be doing. I was running errands. I was painting. I was doing all the stuff. And it just was not, there was no quiet time to sit down and journal and really gather my thoughts, right? So here's the packet and here's the other little envelope I was going to pack. So we will put those away in pouches and let's see what we can get done. I'm going to toss it on the floor. We'll put it with our pouches. So here's my pile, here's my glue, and here's my journal. Now, the other situation I ran into was, let me see if I can get you a little bit better. The other situation was I really kind of got stuck in ooh, I'm going to need photos on here. I did set them up to print at Walgreens, but I could not for the life of me. And I know there's an app, and I know y'all are just going to be like, oh, use this app. I could not figure out how to print smaller pictures. Well, first of all, the smaller pictures were way more expensive, which I guess I understand. I kind of don't understand, but whatever. And it was too much. And so I didn't want to print them all in 4x6. I thought about it and I was like, I could add a lot of 4x6s. These are very big days for my kids. But even now I was going to print up 32 pictures and they're not even all the best pictures. You know what I mean? So, yeah, I don't know. I didn't print them up until I got home. And obviously now I tried to print them up and I don't have ink. So I printed up some. So, all right, let's get to it. Here's my journal. I'm going to go ahead and take out my washi because I tucked that in this envelope. If you're new here, welcome. If you're not new, you know I'm doing an item of the month challenge. My item of the month that I randomly chose this month to include on every day of my journaling is an embossed item. So here's an embossed item for the front. And the reason I'm bringing that up is it impairs, I don't know if that's the right word, but it changes the integrity of the paper a little bit. So this is a little bit vulnerable, if you will. You can see it's ripping a little bit with all of its use because it's been embossed and folded and crinkled essentially. So anyway, but I absolutely love it. And some of you were like, oh, you embossed paper and made an envelope. No, I did not. I sent this entire thing through the embosser, and I know I was going to film a video for you on embossing, and I did not do it before I left. I'll do it for you now. Well, you know, after now. Okay, here we go. Here's some paper clips I put in here. There's nothing done in this journal, friends. There's like, you know, there's this, okay? I did journal a little bit with you in here. I guess there is some done. Okay. I journaled a little bit with you on this day right here because this was the day I was supposed to leave. And no, Tropical Storm Debbie came to the south and it hit hard. And as I left here, it was rebooked for tomorrow, and I was journaling with you guys. Spoiler alert, I also did not leave this day. So I have a little sticky here. So let's go through. I'm going to make some piles of things. Now this I saved for you. I'm going to use this. It's actually a sticker that I didn't use. It came in a card set. I want to say I got it at Marshall's a long time ago. It had a really pretty card. And this is a sticker you're supposed to put on the envelope, but they'll never know. So I kept it for my journal. But I wanted to show you guys. That was like $1. Maybe $1.50. I can't remember. But anyway, because we've celebrated a couple birthdays. So I just need to kind of go through my stuff and sort out. My daughter got lots of free stuff for starting college, right? And this is a card holder that goes like on the back of your phone. But I kind of thought like, that would be fun in a journal. We'll see. Here are Lydia's prompts that I haven't used yet. So those go there. Here's a journal card. This is a what? A coaster from where? That's great, Allison. Oh, I know this. Okay, I know this. My son gave this to me. He's so cute. He's like, Mom, I got you stuff. This is from Nashville, from their trip to Nashville. So I need to put that in that pile. Okay, yeah, look, he brings me these little things. Love him so much. Okay, here's what I left with in terms of piles. Like I had kind of separated them into journaling spots. I thought, oh, that'll be fun. I'll just grab a journaling spot, tuck it in here, and do some writing. No, didn't happen. Gosh, dang it, I tell you. All right, adventure. All right, good vibes only. Does this have a date on it? Please have a date on it. 7/31/24. Okay, so that goes in July's journal. Nice. Some stickers. Yeah, so I went down and I flew down to help my son move into his apartment. So these are just journaling cards. And my husband and daughter left to drive to Charleston. And no, left to drive to Tennessee. All right, we're going to just leave these out because they're all stuff I wanted to use and still can use. Oh, see, this is a perfect day because I knew I was going to buy plants. That's a fun little flip. Don't know if we'll need that. And so we, oh, now see, that's a picture. I'm going to make a list of pictures I want to print. You guys, it was crazy. I was flying from Washington. Our United States is, you know, let's say a square. It's not, but let's say it's a square. And we live up in this top left corner. And my son's down here in essentially this bottom left corner. Not the very bottom, but like right here. And Tennessee's, you know, like here. So I was flying from here down to here, which is like a 6-hour flight. And my husband and daughter were driving from here, you know, down to here. I was supposed to leave on Tuesday. I didn't. They left on Wednesday. I didn't leave till Thursday. As I was flying and they were driving, our paths completely overlapped. Like there was a moment in time when I was right above them. Isn't that crazy? So I want a pic of route, airplane, car. I was blown away. My husband took the picture, absolutely insane, and checked it on the map, like has a picture of us on the map. Oh, amazing. Amazing. Okay, so that goes here on Thursday. This does not go on this day. This does. Look at that sweet picture. I've used that before, but that's me hugging my boy. Oh, so I was able to tuck some things in, right? So we'll just go through this. I guess it's a hot mess, you guys. I am really, I guess I would say overwhelmed. I mean, I'm overwhelmed at this point. I don't know how to do this, and I'm not going to get it done with you guys. I just wanted to give you an update of where I was. Okay. Okay, here is some stuff I was going to use for Rush. My daughter did go through Rush at the University of Tennessee. If you know anything about sorority Rush, whatever your experience is, it's all of that plus 10 times, whatever it was. Like, it's crazy these days. So I think I can use, yeah, this for Rush. And some of my paper clips came off, or I took them off. This was, yeah. Look at that. Okay, so I'm just going to sit down here and play. My husband is at work. I came home this day. I already taped this picture in. This is like a picture I took off of Instagram. If it's your artwork, please let me know. This is not my artwork. It was like a screenshot. Yeah, it doesn't say. And I absolutely love it. I was overwhelmed when I got home on this night. I was almost in tears, and I'm like sleep deprived, and oh gosh, it was crazy. It was crazy. I've been, staying at other people, my daughter and my son's house. You're just not, and working. Yeah. I've said this the last few times. I need a vacation after my trip, for sure. Okay. Here's a beach day. We did not get a beach day. We planned a beach day when we were in Charleston. We just didn't get it done. We had too much to do, which was unfortunate. And here is my pile of embossed things that I took with me to include on my pages. So that's fun, Allison. Not one dang thing done. Okay. When I got back, though, I got a fun little gift from my company. Just a fun little end of summer gift. Can't wait to have you back. So we'll put that. Actually, I think I'll put it maybe next week. I'm not too sure. Well, we'll tuck it in there for now. And then yesterday at work, you guys, oh my gosh, look. So I'm working in the child center, and they were reading Ferdinand the Bull. Oh, I love it. Okay, right here I have this, and I have my sticker that goes on this page from the burrito, but I'll put it in there. I've already put embossed things up here. I don't have a lot to glue in this day, so we're going to just go ahead and glue it in. We can do that. We'll glue in this little piece I cut out from there, and we'll just go ahead and put the burrito stickers on it because, oops, we can. Okay, so that's done. Yeah, they were reading Ferdinand the Bull, and it obviously got ripped, and not yesterday. It was and she was going to throw it away. I was like, oh, yeah, I know I don't know you that well, and I don't normally work here, but I'm going to go ahead and just take that. And she's like, you want it? It's trash. I was like, yeah, I do. I want it. Thanks. She's looking at me like I'm nuts, and I honestly don't care. I don't need to explain my paper fixation to people. So, yeah, guess what we'll be using? I mean, come on. Who's going to throw out this paper? I say that as a joke because I know some of you will say, like, Elson, get out of the trash and let it be thrown away. But absolutely not. Look how cute this guy is. So I think he's small enough. He's small enough to include on my page for yesterday. So I'm going to put this to the side for now. And I'm going to tuck this in the page just so I remember. Okay. So we're just getting things kind of off the desk right now. Oh, and here's my son's ticket from Mount Rushmore, 7/24. So this goes in my July pile again. He meant to give me his stuff when he was here, but didn't, and it was still in his pack, and so he took it to school with him. All right, here's the stickers. Here's the sticker pack I took with me that I didn't, use. So holy cow. And then I did take some printables. I didn't mean to take all these. I wasn't going to use them, but I did print them up. These are by Sweet Brook. Oh my gosh. I love these, Brooke. And then I printed up some Dallas Cowboy football things because football season is here. It's here. God, it's time. It is time. I'm so excited. College ball, all of it. All of it. All right. Let's see. This is yesterday. This is today. I'm going to make a quick note. Day off. I wasn't supposed to have today off, but the staff at the place I'm scheduled to work this week has a mandatory training all day. And I don't need to be there. My supervisor was like, you don't need to be there. And I was like, I'll take the day off. Journal. Thank goodness. I also did some business. Okay, here I did work. Bank stuff, all the bank stuff yesterday because I just got back. Work, okay. Oh my gosh, home. Oh my gosh, and we had a little bit of difficulty with Rue's car while I was gone. I thought I fixed the problem because it was very low on oil and put oil in it, and it drove for a couple days, and I was like, hallelujah. And then we got up this morning and she drove me to the airport early, like at 6 o'clock. And before I had even boarded my plane, she called me and her car was completely overheating and smoking and all the stuff. And I felt horrible. I think I felt almost more horrible because I was so close but couldn't do anything. Anyway, we'll journal that when we get to it, but the car's toast. Yeah. I know. All right, let's do this. Let's cut up our pictures because that might give us a place to start. So, we have had a busy couple weeks. Like I said, my husband drove Rue to school, and then he got on an airplane and flew back. And then he worked Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and then he flew to Chicago to see my son race in the Chicago Grand Slam. And I went to see my son, and then I drove from Charleston to, I'm just checking days. I drove from Charleston to Tennessee. I don't know where I want to put this picture. I think I want to put it when they start it. Yeah, I'll put it on this day. Okay. And we have a lot to document on this day. Anyway, yeah, so I was in Tennessee, and then my husband was in Chicago with the boy while he was racing. And I was sad, of course, to not be there for that. But, that's what you do. Sometimes you divide and conquer, which is kind of what we've done for their lives. Our children have done heavy-duty sports for many, many years, which often included traveling on the weekends. And so, we've had to divide and conquer for quite a while. Okay, I'm just going to cut them up, I guess, and then we'll put them on their pages. That seems what's easiest right now. And I'm just sad I couldn't get them all printed, but that's okay. All right. If you have children, have they started school? Are you up and running? For me, September is always school, although I do know that for the last few years, even my children's school has started before Labor Day, and I just think that sucks. So if I were a voting member of a board or something and made decisions, I don't know why they start so early, but whatever. I personally think they should. I say the same thing every year. If you're new, you haven't heard it. If not, you know my deal. I think they should start later in September and go later into June. So, because a lot of us don't get summer, which is when our kids take a break. I know in other parts of the world, it's obviously different months, but okay, Thursday. Friday was the first day of racing. Saturday, I'll put this one, and Sunday, we're going to need tip-ins, folks. See right here, I have a card. We're going to do tip-ins. I'm going to print up another photo. Spoiler alert, they won. Like, unbelievable. They weren't expected to win. It's his first professional race. I can't believe it. Like, amazing. Okay, that's them yesterday. My daughter and I, she had a craft project she wanted us to do. It's like this sign. It does not look cool, you guys, but it is. It's on a canvas, and then the girls are doing like plain white letters or whatever. She wanted hers coated in like this material that she saw on TikTok, and so that was our project there. I'll post something on Instagram or something if I can put the videos together of us making it. So that was that day. Saturday, I have a picture of Preference for Rush, my sweet girl. And Sunday is bid day, and she ran home to Kappa Kappa Gamma. My girl is a Kappa Kappa Gamma at University of Tennessee. Dear goodness, dear goodness. And then this was her first day in class, and one of her classes is online. And so this is us sitting on her porch. There's whiskey and her online. Here's one of her first day of picture classes. Is that not adorable? She takes a picture with whiskey like that all the time because that's how her first picture, well, one of the first pictures we have of her with him as a pup. And of course he was so much smaller. And so it's just funny. So we did a lot on Sunday. My goodness. This was all Monday. Sunday, we went to the soccer game. This will also go in here. We're gonna need lots of tip-ins. Okay. This can go on any page, I guess. This is bid day. This is the day I planted flowers. So see this little thing here? I knew I was going to be planting flowers. So I planted the planters out front of their house, and then my daughter's little cowboy boot that we put a plant in. So that's at her new little house. And so that doesn't really matter. I think it was Thursday, but again, it's okay. And then these are some pictures just of stuff around Tennessee, around campus. So I'll find a place for those. Because, oh, planters. Right here, Allison. I wrote it in. Nice job. See? So that's me. You guys, during Rush, there was a major storm, And so they made an announcement. It's like, we cannot release the girls. They will need to stay locked in, literally locked in the house where they are. So they They took all the active members out of all the chapter rooms and put them in a different room because they're not allowed to socialize. They're not allowed to meet with girls for more than the allotted time, right? And so all the active members of every house had to go into other rooms, and all of the rushies had to stay in the chapter rooms for like over an hour in the middle of the storm. I'm like, oh girl, welcome to the South. All right, let's see if we can do one dang thing in this book. It's already 35 minutes and I'm just up here chatting away. All right. I'm trying to see where I have pictures for and if it would be easier to start. I could make this easier on me. This is a literal traveler's notebook. But see, I could take these out is my thought, because they're just tied in, but I don't want to do that. That seems like a huge mess. So we're going to work around it. I would love to start here, but these are the pictures that didn't print. So when I printed my pictures, it started, I guess it always does that. I don't even know. It started with the most recent, and printed backwards. So we'll need to start with that. So that's actually okay. That's actually okay because that makes a decision for us, which is one less decision we have to make today. So I'm going to clip it here. This is yesterday. So let's just see. I don't have a lot. I went to work. I went to work and did bank stuff. So we ate leftovers for dinner. I had a sandwich for lunch. And we read Ferdinand. Okay, so I don't have a lot. So I can put this in here, this little note from work, which is kind of nice. The question is, do I need this? Do I need this flip in here? Let's give me one more space. Or do I want it here? Now, I don't want it here because this date, this is fine, and I don't need an extra flip on this page either. So that decision's made. We can go ahead and reclip here. The question is, really, do I even want to flip in? Do I even need the space? And I actually don't think I do. Like, I think we could just find, yeah. Okay, let's do it. Let's cut another piece out of here. You guys, this is so funny. Whenever I talk about this book, it's such a fun book. It's such an interesting book, and it has so many lessons in it. I don't know if you're familiar with it, or like how you teach it, if you will, or what you talk about when you read it, but I just think it's interesting. But whenever I talk about it, I always say, have you read Ferdinand the Bull? And it wasn't until yesterday that I realized that's not the name of the book. The name of the book is literally just Ferdinand. I don't know why I have it as Ferdinand the Bull, but it doesn't matter. We're going to cut this little guy out, and then I'm going to save this paper because, I mean, for real, okay? I'll put it in my journaling spots, which it's not really, but it'll go there for now. All right, so here's this little guy, and I don't think I'm going to keep the whole title either, and I know that's bad. Okay, so I think, yeah, I'm just going to keep this, and we're all going to acknowledge that it's by Leaf and Lawson, okay? I'm sorry, Monroe Leaf wrote it, and Robert Lawson drew it, okay? And we're gonna release that little thing, and we're gonna make this fit here. So that fits like that. So whether or not I need that, I don't know. This is a little wide and too. I cut into it, and I was gonna. I could have punched that and had a fun border, but it's okay. Now, let's cut it down to size. And Yeah, it's very sweet. I mean, it's just a little business thing or whatever, but it just says, we wanted to take a moment to express our deep gratitude for your dedicated service throughout the past year. Your commitment to supporting the mental health and well-being of the military families and students has made a significant impact on school communities within the military families. Anyway, and it goes on. So I just thought it was very nice to kind of be acknowledged. And do you see how crooked that cut is? I want to show you this piece of ribbon. When we went shopping in Charleston, we went to a Five Below to look for things they have at Five Below. We actually didn't buy anything because I wasn't shopping for me. They had pillows, whatever. And some little girl ahead of us bought this, I don't even know what, mochi donut blanket. And her mom took this off and threw it out. I'm not keeping this. I mean, I could, but donuts, I have other things and I don't really eat donuts that often. I'm sorry. Do you see the ribbon? And it has Velcro on it. Stop it. Stop throwing away. I know. You're like, Allison, stop going through the trash. It wasn't really in the trash, just so you know, but she was going to throw it away. Okay. Just for the record, we need a piece of embossed paper for this. And I'm going to use what I have here, you guys. I do have other embossed things. I just think I don't. I mean, I could use this whole thing. I mean, that would be fun. We could do that because we could make this the baseball page. Okay, I'm liking it so far. Let's just go with what we have so far. We're going to do it. I'm going to put Ferdinand down here, and we're going to find a way. I'm kind of liking, because this is stripes this way, I like that this goes across, like how I just kind of placed it there, and it gives us a section to write in. So I'm just going to take up, you know, half the page with it, right? That makes sense. Take up half the page with a little book the kids read. I'm not too sure this paper is going to stick. It's really glossy. So we'll just try it and we'll do that. See, it's already coming up. We might have to tape that, but we'll see. So that's that. I'm going to tape. It's so crooked, you guys. Wow. All right, I'm just going to grab a journal card because I have a pile of them right here. My thought was I would just have everything ready and I would be easily able to just, you know, plop, plop, plop. So that's what we're going to do now. Like, does this one work? It does. Does this one work? And it's already got schmutz on it. It also works. Yeah, let's just do it. I'm going to do it. We might as well use our stuff. I love this card so much, which is why I haven't used it, right? That makes sense. All right. This is actually on really glossy paper also. It's almost like a photo. It's very, yeah, I mean, it's not, it's cardstock, but I just think a little appreciation goes such a long way. And so for them to send me, they just sent us 3 little goodies, like a bag and a water bottle and like a really fun pen. It's not anything expensive. It's not anything hotty toddy. It's just, you know. Okay. So we can do that. I think that gives us that space there. I will journal this. I'll journal about work. I have a sticker. Okay. So right here is fun because now we have this and we can do baseball stuff. My son's sweet girlfriend. Isn't she cute? My son, oh my gosh. I just saw this picture she sent and I was like, my son looks exhausted, you guys. He is doing so much. He's doing school, and like I said, he started his master's, and then he also started his internship, and not to denote it, but you know, his girlfriend's there now, and so there's more time committed to the relationship, and it's a lot. So I'm really proud of them for, you know, making it all work and stuff, but I can just see it in his eyes. I was like, oh, kiddo. And he called me last night, and I was like, kiddo, you look so tired. He's like, I'm tired, Mom. I was like, oh, baby. And sailing hasn't even started yet. So I was like, oh. Okay, so this is fun. This is like a card embosser, or an embosser to make a card, and then you could put like a thing in the middle. It probably had a stamp set. I don't even know. Something fun, right? You could put that in the middle, like, you know, something like that. But obviously this is the colored side, and we could do that side for sure. Doesn't quite match, but the white side's kind of fun. I really like, I was just trying to see if I had anything at all that might work. I mean, oh, something's going to work. Let me reframe that. We're going to put some of this embossing on this page. Now, whether it goes behind them or not, seashells, waves. She has navy and orange on because they're both wearing their, they went to the baseball game in South Carolina where their friend used to play, but now he plays, they went to the River Dog game, but now he plays for Bowling Green, and so she has a Bowling Green hat on because they went to see him there like 2 weeks ago. All right, those are my choices of embossed paper for right now. So one of these we're going to use. Now, I could, yeah, I don't like this blue at all. Isn't that funny? I don't like the blue at all. And that's obviously what I had on my desk when I ran these two pieces, right? So I do like the white. We could just kind of do that. That looks better to me than going against the grain on like that. Or we don't have to put the embossed piece here. We could just put, you know, an embossed piece somewhere else. Or we could make just a, okay, I kind of like this still. We're going to go with this. We're going to go with this. I'm going to cut it. Again, the paper's pretty fragile after you run it through. You guys, I promise you, my scissors are crooked. There's no way I can like that consistently cut crooked. It's not me, it's the scissors, I promise. Yeah, right. Okay, do you see how, see, because it's halfway cut, right? And I might have pushed a little hard on these, I'm not too sure. You know, with the different, you know, some are better made than others. Okay, so now that I have that and I have other things coming into my brain, let's play with it a little bit. Let's get out some paints. Of course, what I want is a dark blue, and I thought I had a darker one. Let's just see. Yeah, there it is. Of course, the last one. You guys, these are the watercolors I use more than anything. They're not cheap, but for me, they're not cheap for me, but I know they're not like expensive paints. They're obviously the little sets by Jane Davenport. And I reach for them the most, probably because they're in these little tins and they're just so compact and whatnot. But I have lots of other watercolors. I have cheaper sets. let's get some color on this page so it's not so bad. Don't really care. I mean, I'm sure you can see that because you're going, oh my God, Allison, what are you doing? And I'm just getting some color on here. Oh, not on that page. I'm not. That's my pretty Tennessee page. I do think it'd be fun to do something here, which my brush is not in the mood for. And then we'll add okay, that should be enough of that. Do you guys have a favorite little watercolor set? I mean, I know it's one of my prompts coming up, so dear goodness, we're about to find out, huh? I'm so nervous to pull this month's prompt, you guys. I'm not even joking. Not even joking. All right, I'm going to glue that on like that. The embossing folder obviously is only this big. The paper was bigger. This is extra, and I just ripped it. I love that edge. I'm leaving it, okay? And we're going to actually see if I can add just some orange that way. And then we're going to just add some orange this way. Yeah. Okay, fine with that. We'll soften it just a little bit. Or not. I don't know what it's in the mood to do, but all right, there you go. I'm going to use tape on this. I know I say this all the time. It's my favorite tape, the basic tape. It's always in my little must-have list below. I'm in the Amazon links. I know a lot of you already use it. You can get it lots of places, but this is, if you ask, that's the tape I use. Because it's just so easy. I don't know. You can refold it. You can, I don't know. And it sticks very well to other things. So I'm going to just literally put a circle in a square hole. How about that? How about that? And I didn't leave myself a lot to journal. I was going to make this a card. Look at that. Good planning, Allison. Good planning. I don't want to. I don't think I can do this. Maybe I can. Whoop, see the paper rip? Gentle. I don't think it's going to let me take this picture up. I'm not going to do that. I'm going to just move it up a bit. Okay. And that will give us a little bit more room. To journal. And we'll put a little bit of washi on here. Some, like that amount, okay? Because that's the amount that cut off. For real. I'm not recutting that. All right, some baseball washi. I don't even know if it's baseball. It's like laces kind of, but I think it's baseball. I don't know. Doesn't matter. It's going on there. I kind of like this one, but I like the whole card, and I'm not going to cover this up. So we might add a different little journaling spot down there that's not a whole card, because we might just add a little tiny spot. This is funny. This is a prompt. It says, if I had to do it all over again, I would. I don't know the answer, and I don't know what page it's going on, but that's a great prompt. Food. Decorative details. That's kind of fun. Okay, this is kind of fun because it has some orange. But, I mean, I wasn't there. I don't know what the best part was. People, great gift, celebrate. Okay, so not that. Do you see this already coming up? All right, you guys, how have you been? It's been a bit. I've watched a couple videos while I was gone. I tried to watch some while I was driving. I feel like I'm a little out of the loop because I haven't been interacting with you guys. So I'm genuinely interested on how everything's going for you. How are you doing with your journaling? Wow, I don't like any of this. So do we want just, I'm not liking any of this. We might even just write on this paper. Interesting. Okay, I'm going to put that away for now. We at least have a space. We know what we're journaling. I'm not going to worry about it. All right, we've done our embossed item, and yeah, this is not sticking. We might have to go back and glue it. Okay. We've done our embossed item, and we have the things from the day. So yesterday's done. I just have to do the writing. Yay, me. Let's see what Wednesday is. Wednesday. Oh, no, we're going to stop because it's been an hour, and that's about all you guys can handle. I'm sure of it. I have a lot to catch up on, and I'm going to spend some time doing this, and I'll bring you back to actually journal some of the pages, but I have to get things in here in a way that makes sense. So I just wanted to catch you up and say hello, and I'm back. I appreciate all your comments while I was gone, and I hope you guys are well. It is already, like we said, whatever day of, it's the 22nd of August, you guys. I've been gone literally since the 8th. So, and I'm back full-time at work. So you might see a little change in how much I can post and whatnot. And I can't believe it because we're going to pick September's prompts, I think tomorrow, because tomorrow's, this weekend's like the 24th, and then next weekend's the last weekend of August. And I know I already bought a journal, you guys. I already chose my journal for September. So we just all have to collectively put our good energy to a good pull for the item of the month. Okay, that's what we have to do. Not a hard one again. The embossing was easier for me than the stencils. I mean, so far, right? But I haven't done hardly any journaling. So that's it for me, you guys. Thanks for hanging out. I appreciate you being here. I want to hear how your journaling's going. Please let me know. And how your month's going. Do you have people in school? Let me know. All right. Happy August. We're back. I will keep you posted. Thanks for being here, you guys. Thanks for hanging out. And I hope you do something today that you want to document. Again, even if it's a meal, just a fun memory, someone you spoke to, the weather. I think wherever we are, the weather might be starting to change a little bit. I have a sweatshirt on and slippers because it's a little cold here compared to where I was. Certainly down there is horribly hot. So I hope that you're doing something that you find joy in documenting. And even if it's a memory or a photo you find or a smell, like find some prompts, find something that you want to journal. All right. Thanks for being here, you guys. And I hope you find something today that inspires you. Take care.